So if you're here, I'm going to think it's 1, 2, or 3 that you're ready to start, launch, or build a business that creates real change. If so, you're probably asking yourself one crucial question. And if you haven't asked yourself this, I want you to ask yourself, okay, why am I doing this? Why? In this video, we're going to dive deep into starting with your why to help you find clarity, focus, and the inspiration you need to create lasting impact through your business. So if you ever felt stuck or you're unsure of how to move forward, this is for you. By the end, you're not only going to understand your purpose, you're also going to feel empowered to use it as the foundation of everything you build. Stick around to the end because I'm going to share with you my favorite tip for aligning your why. You want to make sure that your why is in alignment with everything that you're doing. So here's the truth. Ready for some truth? Most people jump straight in to the how to create the product, how to launch the website, how to get your 501c3, how to get customers. Or they focus on the what they're going to sell, what they're going to offer, what their business looks like, right? But without a clear why, your work risks feeling directionless and your passion might fizzle out after a while. Because when things get hard and things get tough, if your why leaves you feeling directionless, when it gets tough, that fizzle is going to come just like that. So the problem exists because we've been conditioned to believe success starts with strategies and tactics. But something profound that Simon showed in his work, it was that real leaders, the one who inspire others and create movements, always start with the why. Here's what I promise you. By the end of this video, you'll have a framework to identify your why, understand why it matters so much, and learn how to lead with it. We're going to break it down into 3 actionable steps. And you know I always say this in my videos, and those of you who know me and those who don't, get your pen and paper. Always come when you're like, oh, there's Vanessa's video. Grab your pen and paper because I'm going to give you some action steps because I believe in taking action. I can tell you something and you're like, oh, I'm full of knowledge, but if you don't implement it, it means nothing. So I want you to implement it because I want you to move a step forward to creating that vision, that dream, getting that funding, getting that support, selling that widget or whatever it is you want to do. Let's get a step closer. Because remember, I'm going to share my favorite tip, which is coming at the end. So I want you to get your pen and paper and I want you to stay with me until the end. So I've had the privilege of working with so many change makers, visionaries, purpose-driven entrepreneurs just like you, people who want to create businesses that make the world better. You know, I've seen firsthand that when you start with your why, everything becomes clearer. You attract the right people, you make the better decisions, and most importantly, sustain your passion through every challenge. And that's what I want for you. Because there's so many challenges, but you got to keep that why in mind. Sometimes, you know how they say you cut off your nose to spite your face? We don't want to do that. We want to keep it going. When the challenge comes, we're going to remember that why. Okay? So with your pen and paper, let's break down this into 3 actionable steps. So we're going to uncover your why and lead with purpose. So step number 1, define your impact statement. Your why is rooted in the impact you want to make. Think about the businesses or leaders you admire. Think about their why. Their why is generally crystal clear. They're driven by a purpose bigger than themselves. Without an impact statement, you risk getting caught up in the noise of competition, because there's a lot of competition out there, or chasing every new trend or chasing every new dollar, which can lead to burnout. So I want you to ask yourself, what problem am I solving? Think about it. Write it down. What problem are you solving? What change do I want to see in this world? Write it down. Think about it. Write it down. Take a breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Because your answer is your starting point. You know, I'm always going to have you do a breathe in and breathe out because sometimes we just go. We don't take the moment to just breathe. So you got number 1. You started writing it down. You can go back and you're going to edit it, I'm sure, but let's get some stuff written down. Number 2, connect your why to your audience. Your why isn't just about you, it's about the people you serve. The most successful social businesses connect their purpose to their audience's needs and their values. If your audience doesn't feel that connected, they'll disengage no matter how great your product or your service is. And if your audience doesn't feel that connection, you're probably not going to get the funding you may be looking for. Because guess what? Funders are also your audience. So I want you to get curious and ask, what does my audience care about? Or turn it around. What does the funders care about? What keeps them up at night? Bridge your why to their why. and this creates loyalty and trust. Ready? Got that down? Think about it. Why don't you go back and write it? All right? So now we're going to go to step 3. I want you to align your why with your actions. Okay? A purpose-driven business is one where your why shapes every decision. You want to make sure that your mission is so in a line that everything you do is in line with it, because your mission is the driving force of your nonprofit or your business. You want to make sure that it's sustainable. So when your actions don't align with your purpose, it creates confusion to everyone and to your audience. So create a checklist before making a decision. I want you to ask yourself, does this align with my why? Before any decision you make, does this align with my why? And sometimes you know what you're going to have to do. You're going to take a step back when it's time for you to make a decision and just stop and breathe. And then go back and say, does this align with my why? Does it move me closer to my purpose? Okay. So now I want to hear from you. Which of these steps do you feel most inspired by? Or which feels the most challenging? Share it in the comments. I'd love to hear it. So you ready? Here's my favorite tip. Your why evolves as you do. Don't feel pressure to have it all figured out today. Start right here where you are. But I want you to revisit your purpose regularly. As you grow, so will your clarity. And that's the beauty of leading with your why. It's a journey, not a destination. Now that you started uncovering your whys, it's time to take the next step. I want you to share your impact statement in the comments below. I'd love to support you on this journey, and don't forget to like and subscribe, because you're going to find videos and I'm going to give you more information on how to turn your why into actionable goals. You ready to take some action? Keep watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.